Hello, my name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for November 24th, 2020. And it is still election night here in the US. And, they're still predicting that West Virginia has been won by Trump with 0% of the vote in. That sort of stuff. Usually that's not too bad of a thing. And like I said in the earlier playthrough, if you've got these people talking and if you get a bunch of things right about the people and if, they sort of tell you the truth, which they obviously don't. I think one time I took the exit polls and looked at just the education, and apparently there were more people with advanced degrees with post-baccalaureate degrees who voted than there were people with post-baccalaureate degrees in the U.S., which was really interesting that happened. So, you look at those characteristics, then maybe there's a problem, right? And the reason why I say that is, I looked it up, and there were more, I think, going very fast, and I'm burning very fast. There were more Democrats with advanced degrees than there were advanced degrees in the country. Let's see, Firebolt. Discord is good. Firebolt is average. Or say normal. So there were more people. I think every person who had an advanced degree had to have voted for a Democrat, and then there were a bunch of people who with advanced degrees who voted for Republicans. So I mean, the numbers just didn't work out. So I don't know exactly how they do the polls, but they don't do them really, really well, right? So those are just the exit polls, right? Now, what about the exit polls? So exit polls aren't great usually, but then this year, right, there's nobody there to actually there's nobody there to actually answer the polls. They're not. I mean, they're just not there, right? And that's the issue. So if there's no one there to, answer the polls, if I guess Florida just came in, if like 50% of the Florida ballots were already cast, then how do you have much of an idea about what's going on? I mean, you can do some surveys earlier and stuff like that with people, but I don't think it's really that great a way to do things. So, and now you have no track record, right? At least with the previous ways of going about things, you did have a track record, right? You knew that something had some kind of validity because you've done it before. Even if it's not perfect, you can get a reasonably good idea about what places will do what in what circumstances, right? So, now it's after 8 on the East Coast. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more states called with 0% of the vote reporting, right? So nobody's counted any of these damn votes, right? But they're telling us who won. So I don't know what's going on about that. And there's some interstate compact or something like that where they want to, and the two places that actually have votes, they don't tell me whether they won, right? That are actually reporting things. So bad. So it just doesn't feel like a really great move, right? It doesn't feel like the geniuses are being great genii. So, I mean, it's nice to have this poll information, but how much do you really believe it, right? Without a reasonable track record, what do you really know, right? Okay, I don't seem to have missed anything over there. I did, of course, put that Crimson Death over there, so that could be a major issue. Now, I will say that looking at these 0% votes, I completely believe them, right? These 0% calls, right? I mean, it's like, do I believe it's a +0 war pipe? At least it's not bad. And so, do I believe that Alabama is going to vote for Trump? Yes. Do I believe that Massachusetts is going to vote for Trump? Yes. So, I mean, that's nice, but, it would be nice to at least have a few results before you called it. At least pretend, right? Pretend you were doing something reasonable. Pretend like you had some idea about what was going on. Yeah, so again, I was complaining about the Warner thing, right? Before, where it was like 30% Warner and what's this guy's name? Gade. 65% Gade, and they were calling it. But that had 5 percentage points, but okay. That had like 5 percentage points then. Now it has 45, and it's still like Gade 60, Warner 41. But they know which places haven't. haven't voted yet. So like Fairfax County and places like that that are really Democratic or more Democratic. Those places are the places that come in late. For some reason, Democratic precincts always come in later. I'm going to equip that war pike and hope these are enchanting scrolls. That'll be good. Identify, don't need it, but still. Okay, I've healed to L. So that's good. I did not heal to L. Let's see if I can get through here this time. There's a +0 war axe. I knew it was available. I would have enchanted it first. It's over here. Oh, bad wand. Bad wands are for allies, so they're not bad right away. Okay, I think it's time for dinner, but I'll be back later. More interesting election returns from like 3 weeks ago coming up. And yeah, so it's later in the night now, and oops. We found out that now, let's see, looks like the percentage of the vote in Virginia has been dropping. Just a second ago it was 90% had been counted, and now it's down to 88. I'm not sure if that's vote percentage of people or percentage of precincts, so probably just precincts. Something else I saw said it was like only 44% of the electorate had voted. So, but it's still at these really high numbers. So let me go and look at that again. I don't know how this is going to change. I assume that what's going to happen is that the mail-in ballots or something will be counted, and that will change things. Because right now it's Gade 56 and Warner 44, with Warner winning, right? So I assume that they know something I don't know. Otherwise, they wouldn't be so confident sitting there. Although they might not be very inclined to change their predictions once they've made them. But this has happened before, so we'll find out. I mean, we know that there are places where the vote will come in slowly. I'm not particularly fond of that. Okay, well, there I died again. Guess I could have used that potion of strength. I should have known I had it. But other than that, chainmail was good. Warpike was now good. I should have just waited for a little while and maybe done something a little better. Maybe hit something with that wand of empowerment. So, another bad run, another bad day.